Okay, this is going to be a little scuffed, fair warning. There are these weapons on the Grachma Mastercraft set, or the Mechanite Mastercraft set. The Grachma Butcher, Grachma Flare is one for every weapon type. But their effect is that if you miss, they do another attack at the end of the turn. It's kind of make up for you missing. And because they're an on-miss trigger, you only miss 15% of the time by game assumptions, so their power is divided by 0.15, basically. So even though it's only an MC devoted to this damage, if you hit with it, it's pretty good. But the thing is, let's say I'm using my melee weapon, I have strength, and I attack with it, I'm going to hit most of the time, so I'm not going to miss. And if I do miss, then, you know, I've missed my attack, so even if I get another attack, it's not that great. But it's cool, and I was thinking, man, there's got to be a way to use this. And for a while I was stumped. But let's get my Unity Squad Moglins going. Do I have Shadow Feeder? I don't have Shadow Feeder, shouldn't be a big deal. Do I have Nemesis? I don't have Nemesis, shouldn't be a big deal. But let's get these guys going. And the first turn, we'll just attack to build up some defense loss for fire. Or we won't, because I don't have Charisma. Hold on, we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're back with Charisma. And what we're going to do is same exact idea. Unity Squad Moglin, but we're also going to use the Shadow Feeder Pendant, so they attack twice. We're going to switch to Optico, because I happen to have it in my inventory. There we go. So just to get Pet and Guest Celerity, realistically you could use Clever Disguise. I was just being a little bit lazy. We'll go to Champion Holy Avenger, you know, get our light gear on. And it doesn't really matter what we hit it with. I'll just hit it with this random ice weapon. But I've been thinking about how I can possibly make the Grachma weapons miss effect hit. Because the problem is, if you use a bunch of Berserk to miss on purpose, then your on miss a hit will also hit, or miss, most likely. But we can actually get around that by using ranged locked attacks. I have 0 dexterity, so I'm going to miss a lot if I use a ranged lock attack, like the Glowing Pumpkin Pixie, for example. This is actually perfect. I didn't even realize I had this in my inventory, but regardless. I don't think I have a shield that will work. Whatever, we'll use Chieftain's Ironthorn for more damage. Call it planned. We're also going to use a strength boost. Now I'm going to use the Royal Cake, which is a package, but there are lots of other strength boosts. You could get it ahead of time. We are going to boost strength, and we'll go Angry Linnorm here. And now we give ourselves, first we equip the ranged weapon so we don't forget. No, wait, no. We equip the melee weapon, we use the range lock skill. That's what we're doing. Then we equip some Berserk, and we're probably just gonna hit anyway. Grachma Harbinger, try Havoc, Nicety Seal too, why not? You know, let's go crazy. And I'll be honest, if this doesn't hit on the first try, I'm just gonna reset until it hits. It'll be fine. But what we're gonna do is we use a range lock skill, so our accuracy is really low. But when the weapon does its bow-like attack, that will be melee type, because it is not affected by the weapon-based skill. It's separate from the weapon-based skill. So the melee attack will have my strength boost, so I have 443 strength, effectively, from my passive with the cake. And then I have some Berserk and stuff, but I also have that 50 def loss for the, oh, you know what, but this armor has a ranged light lock attack. Yeah, so this won't work. Let's use phase. So this should hit for ranged. It should miss most of its hits, and then my melee attack should deal a lot of damage. Boom! I didn't even see that thing. Yeah, the pop-up is really fast, but you can see our ranged attacks 80, 61, and 48, so low accuracy. And our melee attack 156, because we had high accuracy with our strength gear and strength boosts. We did 500 melee damage. Now, the obvious problem with this is that 500 damage is not a lot of damage, and you would get more damage by just attacking. But I finally figured out a setup to use this mechanic on purpose, so I thought I wanted to show it off. I don't know of a practical situation you would do this in. Maybe if it dedicated more power to the on miss effect, it would actually be good, because again, it has that divided by 1.15 multiplier. But yeah, I thought this was a cool little thing, and I thought you guys might find it interesting. Just some weird item combos to make a bad thing less bad. Well, I don't even think it's bad, but to optimize for a weird effect. So yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm going to go over it one more time very quickly. The Grapple weapons have an on-miss effect to do more damage. Normally, you can't decide to miss with some attacks and then hit with the others, but if you use a range lock attack with the melee weapon or a melee locked attack with the ranged weapon, then you're missing with your first hits, but you're more likely to hit with your second hit because it's not type locked from the weapon-based skill or melee lock you're in. So you get your full accuracy with it. That's it. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Spread some peace and love. Bye bye. Also, one more thing. This scales with missed hits. So if you use GOG and you miss 7 times and then hit it, you would have a much bigger damage proc, but you'd have to figure out a way to do melee and range damage differently with different attacks. So I don't know how you'd do that, but yeah, yet another reason that Unity Squad Moglin is goated. Alright, peace everyone. Have a good one.